Hello everyone, my name is Rogera and today we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to be playing some Shadowbringers. So that's what we're going to be doing, you know. That's the general idea. So, I think we're good. Oh, that's fine. We're just gonna chill here for a sec. Till we get on. We're gonna be... Navandavir is going to be joining us, also known as Raskus Kanaskus. So we're just gonna be chilling here until he gets on because he's a terrible person like that. Just kidding. He's pretty good. Nah, he's terrible. So yeah, we're just gonna sit here. How's everyone's day going? Take a drink. Sometimes it's a little... Well, yeah. Sometimes it's a little weird, you know? Sometimes it's a day. It's been a day. It's been a busy day. But, good kind of busy. Desperately fighting my urge to not spin up another D&D campaign. Because I have some really good ideas, and I should probably finish up the ones that I'm already working on. Already running. So, that's kind of my day, you know? That's my day. My struggle. So we're just gonna chill here. So yeah. We're just gonna sit here, wait, talk for a little bit. How we doing? How we doing, chat? We doing good? We'll be jumping into it as soon as Navandavir logs on. Like, properly jumping into it. We are doing the main story quests, so... first off, sorry, I'm not going to attempt to give a recap. I might be able to handle questions as it comes up, but, yeah, if you've, never played Final Fantasy or aren't, yeah. If you've never played Final Fantasy XIV, then, or have seen other people play it, then this is going to be a little confusing from the get-go, but I'll try and handle questions as they come up. We're about halfway through... Okay. Speaking of Navandavir, he's calling now. Oh, nope, never mind. I missed his call. Oh, there we go. Hello.
That was weird.
That was weird. I don't know why it just, like, quit suddenly. weird.
Well, we're here now.
Yes. And I'm making sure that say some words just so that I can make sure, like, you're audible on stream.
What kind of words?
Uh.
Lisa's Jeremy's waifu.
That's okay. That's on stream now. Yeah. Cool. We're good to go then. So we're
Okay.
live. I have already laid down the rules for chat, as in I'm not going to attempt to give a recap. We're jumping into basically the middle of Shadowbringers, and I can't possibly give a recap for all of Realm Reborn, Heaven's Word, and Stormblood. So I'll
Is
try
that how long it's been since you've streamed this?
No. I think we last streamed in Stormblood? Question mark. But like, let's be honest, I had like maybe one person watch that. So like, if they're joining, then I'm not going to assume that they've watched me before.
Okay.
So first
Spoiler
off,
alert
welcome to the party. Also, yeah, I'll try and handle questions when we're, like, get into the thick of things, but, also, come on, like, if you have experienced this story before, please no spoilers. Like, that should go without saying, but, like, we haven't experienced this story before, so just try not to spoil that for us. But, yeah. Alright, well, I'm already loaded in and ready to, bring the shadows, as it were.
The bringing of shadows commence.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, yep. Alright, cool. Oh, wait. Before I do, because I think it's weird just me like sitting here and listening to the voice acting. I am sorry, audience, but you will be subjected to bad voice acting by me. I'm going to actually turn the in-game voice acting off. I would apologize, but you know, no.
But no.
But no, I'm not going to apologize. This is what you're in here for. It lets my personality shine through. Or something. I don't know. It's just way too awkward just sitting there, like, looking at the cutscenes not talking. So if you don't like me talking over something that's happening, then why are you watching a Twitch stream? Like, go watch the cutscenes, I guess, on YouTube. Alright, so let's select the element here.
Oh, you still got people here.
Yes, I do still have people here. With the Ulmorans gone and your companion now returned, I think it best you go now before they can regroup. With magic flowing once through the Great Pyramid of Uxnir, the entrance to the Katana Ravel should now be open. Before we leave, Rionjer, did you discover anything that might suggest the Light Warden hides elsewhere? Nay, though we had but little time before the Ulmorians' most unwelcome arrival, we scoured the most and the nearby environs and spoke once more with the one called Koril. Having hearkened to her tale, it is my judgment that the Sin Eater, which her late mother did espy? Espy? Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Can you tell I've read it, but not, like, spoken it? Was
it's
indeed...
Urianger. Everything he says is, like, Old English.
Yeah, it's ye Old English. Yeah, espy was indeed that being we seek, and that it most likely resided in the vicinity of Raktika Falls. In the absence of subsequent sightings, I have no reason to believe our quarry hath sought out a new sanctuary, and given the considerable difficulty we face in reaching the falls, it may be certain it hath not been disturbed by man. Then our course is clear. We must navigate the Quitana Ravel and make for the Raktika Falls. Though you see it as but another obstacle to be navigated, the Quattika Ravel is the oldest and most sacred of our temples. The accumulated knowledge of the Empire is said to reside within. Knowledge which is rightly yours as allies of Ronka, you are welcome to explore. I fully intend to survey every ilm of it once our mission is complete. Were the Emperor still alive, he would be overjoyed to hear you say so. But I must warn you, though the way is open, it will still be heavily guarded. To discourage trespassers and test the worth of our allies, it had to be so. Be careful in that. Head east, and you will find the path of azure flowers leading to the Ravel. I wish you safe passage through its halls. Now we have the part where we just kind of stand around awkwardly gesturing. Master Matoya, I know I cannot dissuade you from going, so please, promise me you will return safely. The Knights Blessed need you. You need not worry, Renar. I shall return and bring with me a long-awaited gift, one the Knights Blessed will treasure now and forevermore. Now, let us away. Quest accepted. Alright. Now we're good. Where are we going? Over there. Okay. Let's get over there then. Feels like this is... That is off center. Okay. I need to fix that before my, that's not it. I was like, something's off center here. I'm not sure if it's the experience bar that's off center. Or my, no, it's the, okay, it's the hot bars, and the life bar was off center. That was gonna bother me. There we go. Okay. Alright. That's good enough. And now we ride to some other place. Just skip all of the skip all of these things to the dungeon over here.
Open that door.
Yep.
Open it real good.
I can feel the aether flowing through the door. A gentle push may be all that's required. Our earlier efforts were not in vain, it seems. Stay on your guard, Yashrin. We know not what awaits us inside. Alright, we got the dungeon. Now let's add you to the party.
Huzzah! I'm part of the party.
Alright, let's go.
Aren't you glad you got a healer with you who reduces your queue times by 30 minutes?
Yeah. It is kind of nice.
More owls.
Yep. Well, this is another one of their temples, so I'm not that surprised.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they weren't even trying to hide the fact that this is is inspired by Mayan culture. The place is literally called Ixmaya.
Right. I mean, yeah. A lot of it. I mean, a lot of the different areas in here are like inspired by real, like, places. We already okay. We're paired up with another duo
Oh, nice.
because they're giving him a hard time. Giving each other a hard time. Oh
Ow.
gosh, what the heck? Okay,
What was that?
interesting. I don't know.
I guess we have to watch the eyes of the statue, huh?
I guess. Oh, yeah, because you can see. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you can hide behind the rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
We are babies. We are babies in this dungeon. Oh, there we go. Oh gosh. All right.
Dude, I don't even need to heal this tank.
That's
It's just-
I'm not necessarily surprised because from what I've heard, like tanks, there's a joke that tanks are basically just healers now that also tank. So, I don't actually know what the deal with that is. Apparently tanks are a little too strong right now or something. But,
I mean, whatever. Makes my job easier.
right, yeah. It doesn't really matter because in a PvE like environment, like it's so what, you know. Gotta get out of the way here. I never know if I should like be actually, as a bard, be like actually using too many of my songs outside of battle or outside of like a boss battle or something. I guess technically I should be. Like that's probably something that I should be doing.
Probably healthy.
They just have such a high cooldown that it's like, do I want to use these now or do I want to wait for to use these in like a specific scenario, like we're like that, like now, right? So like, okay, now we have like a specified bad person that's that we're, you know, going after. So
Yeah, we're still on the right side.
is it? Okay. Oh, and get out of the way.
Yup. Get on this side of the brick.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh,
All right.
it's dead anyway. Never mind.
I don't have my activity feed up. There we go.
Ah, boss thing.
Ah. I'm on the way. Ow. I don't know what that means.
Oh,
what?
I'm glad I moved. I'm glad I moved. I noticed this. Okay, so there are statues at the corners of the doors, like at the edges. You see the door ahead of us? Depending on which side the statue is glowing on, get off of that half of the stage. It's gonna blow.
Oh, okay. So I have to, like, actually click that. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
When it says one of the statue's eyes begins to glow, check it.
Oh, okay.
Go. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. Interesting. This dude
I haven't.
reminds me of, like, Barrioth from Monster Hunter.
Oh, with like
Specifically
the
his
rock
shoulders.
shapes and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. I just cast like some of the first healing spells I've used this entire fight
Nice.
for this dude. I really do believe what you say about this tanks being too powerful. Oh,
You know, I should probably.
yeah, you
pay
should.
attention.
There you go.
Instead of just
Please
like
don't.
standing here derping around, just DPSing. Like, shooting my bow and arrow.
He's dead.
Yeah, I gotta give you something else to do. You know, is this good for me? No, I don't.
Oh, I appreciate it so
Yeah,
much.
I'm making your job more exciting. You know.
Sure. Sure.
What are you gonna do? Like, just put on your dot and wait? No, that's gotta do some fun
Gotta.
stuff.
I can do this. Oh goodness.
Tank is going hard. There we go.
Tank is getting shields. Wade into the mess. Do some DPS.
I'm supposed to be the bard.
Stay alive, tank. I'm liking this tank though. He knows how to do the big pulls and not die.
Yeah. Pretty good, pretty important part.
Right, to know your limits.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll read that.
Wait up.
I know, I had to sprint. Ooh. No, 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 no. No!
Oof. You done
I
messed
used
up.
all my instant heals to keep him alive before. Come on. Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
Yeah, we dying tonight, boys.
Woo! Woo!
Healer bad. Report healer.
Ah, crap. Me and the tank are doing just fine.
Uh-huh. Yeah, now that you actually kept him alive. I don't need that.
I blew all of my instant heals because once I
Yeah.
finally got into the room where he was down to like 2 HP. So I
Right.
blew all 3 of my like boop boop boop, top him up.
The tank being a bro and basically saying, yeah, my bad.
Wait, did he?
Yeah. He's like, sorry, I could have mitigated better.
Wow!
What a bro.
What a bro. Is there a I don't need this.
I don't
Yes.
want a choker. And that headband I can't use.
It's a bat squatch.
Is that like a enemy? Oh, yeah.
It's called the bat squatch.
bat squatch. It'll
eat you your ready to-
potato salad.
You ready to hunt some squatch?
Is that a Reaper thing? I should probably check and see if that's a Reaper thing. Because I keep going, what the frick is Arcane Circle or whatever? I think that's a Reaper
I'm
thing.
sure it is, yeah. It sounds like a whiny child.
I mean, yeah.
The
bat squatch. Oh gosh. Okay.
There's oh.
Yeah, that's a thing. Look at me being a bad bard, not out constantly having a song up.
Don't worry, these guys are bros. They'll support you. You're doing fine. You're doing great.
Not cool. Come on. There we go. There we go. Let's go. They changed how this works, and I don't know if I'm supposed to save up until level 3, or if I'm just supposed to keep firing. I guess it doesn't matter right now.
Ooh, aiming. That's for you.
Okay, I am supposed to... Oh yeah, is that... actually, that is better. Cool. I got gear, except it's probably not going to go with my current gear.
You got a... Oh, you got pants.
Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful out here.
Uh,
Whoa.
Actually, it's fine. It basically looks the same.
Oh, nice. That's good. Catch up.
So,
Let's go.
my outfit isn't ruined.
Come on.
We all know that's the most important feature of Final Fantasy. Is the fashion.
See, that time I was ready. That time I knew
Right.
what was coming, and I was able to expend everything to keep this guy alive.
There we go.
There we go. Oh.
We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going.
Keep the tank targeted. Keep the tank targeted. Keep the tank targeted. The nice thing about the Scholar, the thing that I like, is that is that when you're spending resources, you're gaining another type of resource.
Yeah.
So like as you spend your ether charge, which is the more flexible option, it gives you more fairy gauge, and the fairy gauge is all like healing dedicated.
Right.
But you always have a resource up, which is nice.
There we go. Oh, there's more. The game be like reject humanity, revert to monkey.
That's monkey without a Y for you folks at home.
Correct. They know internet culture. They're on the internet.
We needed to just like establish your cred, you know, like you know the joke. You're not one of those.
You're giving off huge "how do you do, fellow kids" vibes, and I'm just not here for it.
Hey, Willem Dafoe is popular again. He was in Spider-Man.
I mean, yeah, but like,
An array of raffle
I don't
keepers'
need
wings. Oh, they triggered the boss.
is it another?
There it is.
It's a Cerberus-looking thing.
But it's named Eros after the god of love? Okay.
Don't freaking
Sure.
know, man.
Oh, it's no
Where
wonder
the
they triggered it.
frick? Oh, okay. Whee!
Oh, I need those. I do not need those.
We going for it. Let's go! Let's go!
He's scrim.
Gotta peek the microphone. That's what the Twitch audience wants.
Oh
we
gosh,
we
why
just
is our
want,
bot?
they want their headphones to be the worst purchase they've ever made. You know? I might need to adjust the in-game music again.
Is it too loud?
Maybe. It's like half volume, so I don't know how much, like, it's good, legible, like, how, not legible, that's, but
Audible?
audible, you know. How much
Like
our voices are.
This stream sponsored by Audible.
Oh gosh, no. Oh. Huh.
Okay,
Well,
so I
that's
guess
a
the
thing.
rule on that one was just get as close to the other edge as possible.
No, you needed to. There was poison on specific parts of the map, and you needed to not get hit by the poison, basically.
Okay. Got it. Well, I failed to do that.
Yeah, same. Because it looked like there wasn't poison in the middle. Ow. I just like
keeping my job interesting.
Yeah, I just like face tanked that. Okay, but
Okay, what's it doing? What's it doing? Why is it chained to me?
I don't know, man.
Ow! What do I do? What do I do?
Ow.
Ow.
Poison bad.
Oh. Okay,
Make
right here.
make tether purple something run for it. Ah, frick. Well, I'm poisoned.
No, you're not.
Make tether purple run away. I have no idea what that means. Oh,
It was when I was if I'm tethered to him. Yeah, while you're tethered, run.
What? Yep, I'm not.
You were tethered.
Was I?
Yeah.
It didn't look like it. Then again, I can't tell because of all the animations.
Oh.
It is gathering energy.
Well, it instantly killed me.
Oh, that's not good.
I hope you guys can finish this.
Survey says no, but we'll see.
Well, I'm gonna.
Oh, maybe we
do.
Okay, maybe we can.
I told you. Yep.
Beat the Light Warden. Didn't even need a healer. Heck yeah.
Sure. Where are y'all?
What? All the way at the end.
I know, I've got to walk all the way there.
What's our loot? I don't want that. That is good for me. I don't need the fallen tree.
Ow. I'm coming. Hang on. The stupid shortcut only teleports me half. Wait. Recommendation. Definitely giving it to the tank. I don't need this. I don't need this. And I don't need this.
Alright,
I'm almost there.
Hey, we get better. Wait. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. We're there.
What did you get?
I got a couple like wristbands and crap.
Oh, I got a commendation! Yay! One of them liked me. Did you get a commendation?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Push us aside. Do your job, Minfilia.
Yeah. This is when Y'shtola just, like, stabs us in the back or something. Like, I can't let you be corrupted. You're gaining too much light energy.
I could see your ether and it's bad.
The night sky has returned. The Light Warden is dead. The Blessed's prayers have been answered. Aye, they have. His condition yet troubleth thee. It does. Though he shows no immediate signs of corruption, the danger remains. He must be told. Would you describe it to me? Oriange, paint for me a picture with your words. Right, 'cause she's blind. A sea of shimmering stars, diamonds strewn across a raven gown, boundless and beautiful. 'Cause she can only see Aether. Like, that's how she sees. "'Tis an exquisite sight, not unlike that of the source, calm and gentle and forgiving." I can see it. For however deep the void or wide the expanse, there is no shore so distant as to be beyond the reach of light. Ominous though that may sound, given our present travails. Well fought. Let us return home. That image of the angel of light just suplexing the other one. The murals, if I'm not mistaken, they predate the Empire. How can you tell? A peculiarity of the paint. Most are made from mineral-based pigments, but whatever was used here is older than anything I've ever seen. Wait, how does she know this if she can't see the night sky? I'm confused. How blind is she? According to Almet, this sanctuary was built to preserve the wisdom of the ancients. What events do these murals commemorate, I wonder? Must you always linger after defeating your enemies? Navigating these halls on foot is exhausting. Come to lead us to safety, have you? I was bored, but how is the hero of the hour? I feel fine. Fighting fit, I see. Keep up the good work. You're plotting something. every hour of every day. But never you mind about that, as I have told you 1,000 times before. I like to watch, nothing more. Well, I would quit this place, and I suggest you do the same. There is yet work to be done. There is a sight to bring a tear to the eye. You recognize these scenes? That I do, indeed. There was a time when anyone and everyone would. Until one calamitous day when the world was divided across 10 and 3 reflections, sundering the land and all who dwelled upon it. And the worst part? No one could remember it. Not really. Just fragments and fleeting memories of an achingly familiar world. A vision shared of a paradise lost, preserved only in song and scripture and paint. Once upon a time. Yet here we find ourselves again, to look, learn, and remember. And share with us the stories you know so well. We are listening. Before the great sundering there was one world, a world that knew naught but peace and prosperity, until it was faced with a crisis. Unprecedented, terrifying. Civilization found itself perched upon a precipice, staring into oblivion. But through prayer and sacrifice, the will of the star was made manifest. Zodiac was his name, and by his grace was the calamity averted. Zodiac? A savior mighty and magnificent, deserving of reverence and gratitude, one would have thought, yet some thought otherwise. From the fears of these naysayers would rise Heidelin, she who was to serve as his shackles, to bind him and hold him in check. And so they fought, and they fought, and they fought, and in the end, Heidelin was victorious. With all her strength she smote him, dealing a blow so devastating that it split the very fabric of reality, and thus was Zodiac banished and his being divided. That concludes today's lesson on long-forgotten history, though I imagine your mother would offer a rather contradictory account, as is her wont. I'm sorry, I can only assume I misheard, but it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiac and Heidelin are not gods, but... What? Not gods of the first? Is that what you thought these paintings depicted? Or... Oh! They are gods after a fashion, yes, but no different from the kind with which you are so intimately acquainted, formed of faith and prayer, of conviction and devotion. The eldest and most powerful of primals. Bum, bum, bum! Bum, bum, bum. You have spun quite a tale. Yet you have not explained the role of the Ascians in all of this. How is it you are privy to ancient secrets lost to time? Finally you ask the right question. And shrewd questions warrant honest answers. Let me guess. Yeah, I was gonna say, well, I haven't read it yet, but I assume it's because they are like pieces of Zodiac or something like that. We Asians know because it is our history, our story. It was we who summoned Zodiac. Okay. We natives of that sundered paradise. Okay, I wasn't quite right, but it was somewhat close. Now do you see why we yearn for the great rejoining? For our world, for our people, for all creation to be made whole again. Wouldn't you wish for the same?
Boop. I'm off.
That was an enlightening experience, though not in the way I had hoped. Do you suppose there is any truth in Emmett Selch's claim?
Emmett Selk.
Selk.
CH.
Yeah.
I'm just your dialect coach for this. Stream buddy, what's that?
The recent events plainly warrant further discussion. I think it best that we wait until Alphino and the others are present. Yeah, we wouldn't want another Red Lark situation. Emmett Selk included. How convenient that he should choose this moment to keep to the shadows. Although it is rather ironic that I mispronounced Emmett Selk as Emmett Selch, but Red Lark I pronounce with a hard C. Well, no matter. For the present, we shall return to Fanau and make certain of the Ulmore's withdrawal. After that, Slitherball. The blessed are no doubt elated by what has become of the sky. Let's go!
Okay, so while you're running,
Yeah.
so one of the arguments I had for Ishtola, justifying Ishtola's death, she already knows she's dying. Because if you remember her talk with her teacher,
Her being able to
teacher's
see is draining
ether
her. Yeah.
is drawing on her life force. So
Yes.
she already knows that she doesn't have much time. So she might as well go out saving the villagers who she's lived with for the last 10 years.
Okay, that gives a little more credence, but still. Seems like it still to me seems like a dumb way to go out. Like I might understand her motivations. Doesn't mean I necessarily agree with them.
Sure, that's fine.
All right, more cutscenes. You are returned, and unharmed, I see. Indeed. I am pleased to report that the Light Warden is no more, thanks in large part to you. That the death of a single Sin Eater should make such a difference. Our numbers waned, and so too did our hope that the ruins we have devoted our lives to guarding would ever find purpose. Yet here you are, the allies for whom we have waited these many centuries, and with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. That alone would have been reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the Vice? I think it's Vice.
The V's, yeah.
Our forebears and the late Emperor of Ronka, you have our deepest thanks. It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Quitana Revel proved most enlightening. To be privy of such knowledge is an honor, one for which we never hoped. Please, you must not be so humble. We but do our duty as decreed by the late Emperor. Would that he were still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sister, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? To our allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. So long as we live here in these woods, the secrets of Veronka must not fall into the wrong hands. If is Runar still here? No, we escorted him back to Slitherball shortly after you set out. If you would return to the Knights Blessed, we will not keep you any longer. I suspect they would be glad of your company. I thought these were supposed to be a matriarchal society or race, but the fact that they have a male emperor is interesting. Thank you, Almet.
I don't know.
I look
I don't
forward
know
to
if
a
they,
day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Ronka. I thought it was in their, like, race description.
Yes, but the Emperor was not V. The V's were chosen as a race to protect the forest by the Emperor, not necessarily because he was a V's.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, they were chosen for their longevity.
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Alright. Yeah, I guess that it never specified what race the Emperor was, I don't think. At least not that I picked up.
Yeah.
I did get a teleport offer. There we go. I was like, I don't want to pay for this. Ah, you all returned, and none the worse for wear, I see. You needn't worry about us. What became of the Ulmorian soldiers, more importantly? They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky. The children of the everlasting dark have also retreated back to their woven oath. Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes. The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain nor suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When we first met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long. I suppose you're not entirely wrong. But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world. I will do as you say, but please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much. I am sorry, Runar, but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it. We must go, all of us, for we share the same path and the same fate. So be it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we will hold you in ours, now and ever after. By the boundless dark, this I swear. cannot help but feel something is bothering you, Stola. Like my imminent doom. Though it pains me to leave, it is time I return with you and the others to the Crystarium. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I will await you in my chambers. Thank you for coming. I thought you to keep my suspicion to myself. After witnessing your victory at Raktika Falls, I fear they proved true, and so I must share them with you. From the first when we met at Fort Gon, your aether had appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light not unlike the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by Heidelin's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. Oryanger also suspected as much, though he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain. With every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater. Greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray inform me at once. You should hurry, before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my things here, I will join you. Alright, let's get out of here. No, so I was looking at, like, the completely, we had talked about, like, the waifu, Final Fantasy XIV waifu tier list, and, like, so I was looking through some other, like, people have actually made tier lists, and there are some random characters that I completely forgot existed. We took one last patrol of the perimeter, all things considered, so their bow remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who were poisoned will make a full recovery. And with the night sky returned, their prayers have at last been answered. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? Oh, that's certain this is best. I'll not deny there is a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the blessed— Oh, it's only 2 years! Screw that 10-year garbage! Learned their culture, even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. I but pray I did honor to it. Now is not the time for doubt or hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium. It's not. Where's the... Okay. Now I can take that teleport.
I'm just paying your way through the realms, aren't I?
Yeah, you are actually. I mean, it's 100 gil. Come on, that's not that bad. If you were like going across, freaking, what do they call them? Like, I want to say dimensions, but that's not the name that they have for them.
Across the stars.
I don't think it's stars. Anyway, all things considered, it is hardly surprising that Alphino and Alizé have yet to arrive. But where is the Exarch? My friends, 'tis good to see you all again. Alfino, it has been too long. I assume your presence here means you brought word of the warden hiding in Raktika. I don't know why that was tinged with Australian. Found and slain, you say? I should have known. Yulmore has but recently dispatched soldiers to all corner of Norvrant to defend them. I'm glad to see their efforts were wasted on the Greatwood. Speaking of Yulmore, what came of your meeting with Vothri? Yeah. Yes, about that. It proved to be... Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt you are all tired as well, having traveled so far. Why don't we take our much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the wardens, you deserve a chance to recuperate. It's settled then. We reconvene after everyone has had a time to settle in. Alright, time to go take a nap. And talk with Ardbert.
Oh, I don't like those words, but okay.
Alright, let's go to our room. Let's get a baguette, because reasons.
I took the pixie apple loaf.
I didn't actually look at the food, because I rarely eat food. I should be eating food. It's how you gain experience faster, but, you know.
Yeah, I totally realized I should have been.
So, there's a light sealed inside you, is there? You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me. Yeah, it's you. What if it changes? What if it overwhelms me? Damned if I know. It's not like I can lift a finger to help myself, much as less you. Have faith in your friends. Look out for them and hope that they look out for you. What more can you do? Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Heidelin being no different from any other primal. If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will? Let's pay him no mind. Lies are the Asian stock in trade. Villains, heroes, all a matter of perspective. They'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare. Me, I'm no saint or savior, just another sinner. I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. I saw the people of Sotherbow look up into the sky and celebrate the return of the dark. Felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished, much more than the thrill of adventure, the quiet after the storm. I always took comfort in that. Meanwhile, in Garlemond. It's a person! Oh, it's that guy. What did the scouts have to report? Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides. A stalemate then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long. But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements. Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm, and should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear. To say nothing of Black Rose. All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target? Close enough, though I have received some troubling intelligence. One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without a trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark. Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up. Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement. In the matter of his royal remains, you mean? Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host, so the question becomes, who? May yet be that another player has joined the game. Something to consider at any rate. But come, there is work to be done. These bloodless games make for poor sport. Mayhap if father, nay, I am a stranger to him in this body. Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend. I know not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more. I'm still undecided if I actually like when it cuts away to something that our hero doesn't know.
Well, like the meta?
Yeah, because I feel like I'd have more enjoyment if I myself discover the consequence and then it fills me in, basically. But, yeah. I suspect that you might be awake. I could scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of Sin Eaters appears to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we are safe so long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. Yes, I thought you might feel that way, and I cannot say that your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate information to the other residents, but you are under no such obligation, and thus free to aid any of the townsfolk who may be in distress. The Exedra tends to be a point of congregation in times of need, crowded with those seeking solace and companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you would offer succor there to those there. Alright. The quest name. When it rains.
When it rains. Dude, I'm so close to level 79 right now. Going through that dungeon got me so close.
I'm
And
like
everything else.
no, go ahead.
You're what? I was just gonna say, like, the last two quests have put me. I think like finishing this quest will finally push me over the edge.
I'm
You're like halfway to 76.
No, I'm halfway through 77. I'm almost to 78.
Oh, nice! Wow.
Few townsfolk are about, and you spy none who appear in distress. Yoshrin!
Hello, cat.
No, not Ishtola, but the stupid cat. I've only just returned from Amarang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by sin eaters. Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. We restored the darkness. Yes, but I'm a freaking light bulb. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment we'll need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. There are a number of instruments placed around about the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 pairs of hands would be better than 1. Very well, I will take the ones to the south. I shall deal with the northern apparatus, then. Will you handle the western, too? They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of the Aetherite Plaza.
Luckily, in all my sightseeing and exploring, I'd already found them. Oh, well, I have to leave the party.
Alright.
Instant stuff.
Good old instant stuff. Alright. There's one. We wait. Despite having very little idea as to how it functions, it appears that you have activated the device successfully.
Oh, interesting. Love to play. Just need to load it. There.
Alright, well, that's that. Sin Eater sighting! They're coming! Excellent. The barrier's holding. That's good news for the Crystarium, but what of the rest of Lakeland? Lena and the city guards have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same. We ought to join the vanguard as soon as possible. If the number of eaters we just saw is any indication, we'll be facing a formidable host. It's raining.
Well, there's always a risk of rain.
Ha 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 ha. What lovely weather, just what we needed. Seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste! Syrian forces are engaging the Sin-Eaters at various locations across Lakeland to assist them in defeating the Beaters before they are decimated. It's like the, we're going into, like, Dynasty Warriors gameplay here. Defeat the Sin-Eaters in the woods. I hear shouting. Come on. Where? I need help. Okay. Alright. Let's take care of these guys. Oh, more spawned. Sure. There we go.
Ah, all of. Why do all the NPCs have faster move speeds than me?
Huh. Would be a shame. we keep going that way. Got it.
Dun 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 dun.
Well, that was cool.
Which moment was that?
Ishtal basically calling down a meteor strike.
Yeah. Miss Matoya had a few tricks up her sleeve.
Yeah. As we can to allow the Eaters to gain any ground. There we go. Let's go! Let's go! That's gotta be good. Oh, nope, never mind. Okay, we're going this way.
Oh, goodness.
These Eaters are organized. They cannot be merely acting on instinct. It's probably like in a Yulmar army invasion, basically. It is as we feared.
Yeah, it's Vothri.
Our task is as it was. Turn the tide!
All of us healers are trying our best. We just can't do that much damage.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, brrr. Oh gosh.
Oh shoot.
Let's go. Oh gosh, hang on. There we go, duty complete. Alright, hang on. Level 79. Alright, I'm back. Sarah calls and is like, hey, so I can't find my wallet. And I'm like, oh, gosh. There's so many. Yeah, it's still up. I just muted myself while I was taking that phone call. So I didn't know what it was. I let it go to voicemail, and she's like, please answer, this is an emergency. And I was like, oh, fine.
Fine.
Lena, hold on. I'm dead. They turned on me. Oh yeah, let's go thank it. What the frick? Gunblade, let's go. Thancred! This one is mine! Alrighty then. You only need to hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be alright. Run! Run, damn you! The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned, so stay with me, eh? You can't go dying on me now. Please let this work, please! Nope. Get wrecked. No! No, stay back! Help! Help someone! Anyone! Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy? Forward! Forward! If you can still hold the sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready, let's make this count! Fight and struggle, seek salvation. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them. Hey, you got to level 79. Let's go. Seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crisarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose bodies remain, anyway. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through. Gods, I know I am. But if you could see to a few of the patients, it would be an enormous help. Captain Lena is about somewhere. You might also consider asking her if there are any other outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. With tear-filled eyes, the prone man gazes up at you. His fingers twitch as if to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. I'm not a healer, I'm just a bard. I don't know what the frick I'm doing here. I'm dying. Cool, man, high five. Thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. If I turn, please, please kill me, I beg you. We are in the sad times. It is raining, so it must be sad. Where's the last one?
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
Ow.
Don't touch me! I killed her! I killed her! She was one of them, I know, but I... Dang. This is when Sarah's gonna get back home and be like, my wallet was right there! I was like, I don't know what your wallet looks like. I was like, what does it look like? I don't know, it's wallet sized. Gee, well that helps. Cause I don't know if you know, but when a dude says wallet, you kind of have a general idea what they mean. When a female says a wallet, oh boy, all bets are off. You have no idea what that might mean.
Now, are you talking like a clutch, or are you talking a literal wallet? Are you talking...
If a wallet, what kind? Is it like an expandable wallet? Is it like, they have these things that are like accordion full that I wouldn't consider a wallet, but... Like, to me, wallet is compact, fits in a back pocket. But because like women have purses, a wallet can be whatever size they want because it just has to fit in their purse. Appoint another. A captain's place is with our soldiers in the field. Don't pretend you are not of the same mind. You fought well today, saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you'll excuse me. Lady, you collapsed. I am fine. You don't look fine. Completely and utterly fine. I'm better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most. We've come so far. So far! Could have sworn the end was in sight, and now they will never see it. Impudent worms of the Crystarium.
Impudent.
The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance. The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering. A paradise where man and Sin Eater might live in peace and harmony. Why, already our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and purity. But you not only reject my proffered hand, but raise your own against my Sin Eaters. 'Tis only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world. Quest complete. Arthur's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all the way to just give his little speech. I apologize for my outburst earlier. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would know better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred, in particular, sustained quite an injury from that Sin Eater. I would not be surprised if he were in Spagric still. Please give them my thanks.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Next couple quests, we're gonna start getting some new gear.
Oh, good.
Already.
I mean, yeah, we're like hit level 76, 77 quests now, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Whee! Ow. You gotta go back to the Crystarium.
So there's a guy here named Triforce Fan, and another one named Chris Dead Hippie.
Wait, have I attuned to this? No, I haven't. Okay, I should probably attune to this first. Chris Dead Hippie, huh?
Yeah.
Well.
And, a little Olafel named Kaylani Nani.
Now we can warp over there. Oh wait, hang on. That's not what I want. I want that one. No. There we go. All right. You're here for me? I'm sorry to put you to the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunate solid blow, but the healers here have done wonders. I'm more worried about Minfilia. She's not taken it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out have seemed to have the opposite effect. She's gone off to Hortorium, ostensibly to fetch herbs for Casimir, but just talk to her, will you? Where's that? Oh, it's still here. Okay. It feels weird, like, having sprouts running around in Shadowbringers. Like, frick, we're 3 expansions in. Why are we still sprouts? I'm not a sprout because I'm a returning player because I didn't play for over a month, but still. Like, I would be. Ophelia appears to be lost in thought. Perhaps a gentle poke would get her attention. Poke. Eep! Oh, Yashin, what are you doing here? Thancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless, and now it's my fault. You can make up for it by being there for him. Are you sure? I've brought him nothing but trouble thus far. And what if it's worse next time? All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. I'm sure he'll resent me for being this weak. Maybe he already does. But you're right, I can still help. If only by seeing these herbs safely to Casimir. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low and can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant, in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. You only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Casimir. Whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you, I appreciate the help. Unmistakably medicinal. Soft leaves and smells strongly medicinal. All right. All right. So we want to go like here. Ah, Menphilia told me you would be bringing the rest. Marvelous. With this I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patients' faces make plain that it was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it, I suppose, though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win, I promise you that. Seems I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With barracks in good working order, the Crystarium's people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. Do you know the Exarch? We do. Was there something you needed? I need you to tell him something. For me. My dearest friend, you see, he was there on the battlefield with me, but only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Vothri said is true. If our losses were our just deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness and the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled at the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up, don't give in. Please. We'll tell him. You have my word. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick sweep of the apartment again, just to see if I could find Sarah's wallet. found it. Of course, it was under the frickin' like couch cushion, basically.
Yeah.
I'm the guy. I'm supposed to be the one who doesn't know where his wallet is. If you're ready, why not go on to the ocular? You can keep the XR company while I fetch Alpha now. Don't worry, I need to borrow the swiftest Amaro I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. I mean to borrow the swiftest Amaro I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on that message, eh? She's like, I need it. I'm like, what do you mean? Bring it to me. What? No, I don't want to bring it to you right now. I'm in the middle of something. Well, how am I gonna afford my post-workout shamrock shake? I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. But you know you can just download the McDonald's app and use your credit card to pay for it beforehand, so you don't actually need your wallet, right? She's like, oh, that's genius. Never mind.
Solving problems.
That's my job. I have the mind for it. It's just like I can't help but not solve problems. I'm a software developer.
For which she is eternally grateful.
And eternally annoyed. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you, though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. One of our soldiers said that. Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, none least of all now. Though I mourn the lost, I will not lose myself to grief, and even should regret be my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. You have some time before the others arrive if you'd like to talk. If I were to confess any doubts I might harbor, no one need ever know? No, I believe you have enough burdens without my adding to them. Nevertheless, thank you. Oh, I just realized how, like, not smooth that is. Huh. That's bizarre. It says we're getting 60 FPS.
Sounds smooth like butter.
Yeah, but on stream it's not. It's all real, it's real janky. Whoops. Well, that's great. Hopefully it hasn't all been like that, but maybe it has. There's nothing else we can do to help, and anything at all you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe. Thank you, we are blessed to have you with us. Yeah, so like, on, locally it's fine, but on stream it's like all jittery. I don't know.
Sorry, audience. We swear this is a pretty game.
Oh, never mind. I think, I actually think it's fine. I forget, for whatever reason, when I'm playing Final Fantasy, my web browser, like, freaks out, and, like, any video that it's displaying, it, like, stutters really badly. So I think, like, I think it's, the video is fine. It's just on my, like, my end, quote unquote, from the, like, seeing myself on Twitch, it's, different. Like, it's stuttery because I'm playing Final Fantasy. I think for the audience, it's fine. I could be wrong, though. So yeah, if it's being super stuttery, let me know in chat. Doesn't look like it is, but we'll see.
Oh no.
Moreover, in the absence of a light warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser sin eaters to congregate here en masse, all of which points to a single unavoidable conclusion: that the minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest, Lord Vorthry. Yeah, I kinda figured. Indeed, what I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines that this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken. I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well, then. You could say that, but I am wiser for the experience nonetheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others, a fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me. That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded to him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall. Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them, but seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however. Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia? Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Amarang? After a fruitless few days scouring the ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead, an abandoned mine in western Amarang. From what the Mord told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here. Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything. The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser sin eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a sin eater from malms away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of light, I mean. The real Minfilia. If we travel to Amarang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think? Don't. Don't what? Do what I can? What we both know is right? Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing. But I do! I know why you never said anything, because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred, I always knew. Oh, I see. Thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation, but it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner? That doesn't concern you, Asian. But it plainly concerns you, which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your youth charge. Now why would that be? Love?
Oh, dude.
Well, I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions.
Dude, I have to interrupt you for a second. So
Sure.
I got a set of pants and boots from whatever the Ixmayan place.
Yeah.
The something Revel.
Mm-hmm.
And I now have, so I'm wearing shorts and sandals,
Okay.
but I also have the same style of tattoos on my legs that the V's had on their arms.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Makes me almost want to collect the rest of the set.
Time for Fashion Fantasy 14. Let's go.
Raskus is getting tatted up. Welcome to V's Inc.
Well, I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, soft armorang we go. I'll meet you at the gates. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Oh. Let's go. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. And you're sure you want to do this? Completely sure? Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger. Strong enough to face my destiny. I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how can we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes.
Gnomes are very different looking in this game.
Hmm.
I want to play that race in 5e.
If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw a Umorian airship coming into land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Vorthi's forces to Raktika. Meaning meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right, now, Nebatharang lies in the southern reaches of Amarang, and there are 2 routes we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mordsuk. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the hills of Amber. Minfilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path that also makes for easier traversal of the Nabath Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we'd need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Ilmorians caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can be sure their activities would not meet with Vothi's approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Ilmorians' attention elsewhere, to an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. Blah, blah, blah. That way you'll have a chance at reaching Nebatharang unopposed, and without risk to its civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting the Vorthi's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it's best that we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. I borrow a few Amara for our own journey. I'll leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. Alright. Let's get going. Nope, not that way. This way. Teleport there. And then we ride. We'll get there eventually. There we go. There you are. The gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. In all the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reasons to be cautious as is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? Alright. Let's go! So yeah, I'd started, like, on digging through, strongholds and followers in earnest. And holy frick is there a lot of crap there. Like, there's just so much stuff. So many things to incorporate. Also,
so much work has been done for me.
I mean, sort of, yeah. They've designed some really cool systems, but like incorporating that into a game it's an undertaking. Like, it completely changes the game.
Well, yeah, like you were saying, there's like maintenance costs, there's followers to consider, there's expenses,
Right,
fortifications.
So like, beyond that, like, what it basically recommends, it almost requires you to have a world map, right? Which makes sense, kind of, but also is just like, huh, well, that's a commitment I wasn't initially thinking about making. Because, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. It's a French word. Domain?
Oh, yeah. Demesne.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, SNE, yeah. I think that's domain, yeah.
Like, judging based off of the, like, phonetic pronunciation guide under it, it's domain. But yeah, like, so when you build a stronghold, right, you basically claim that it have jurisdiction over a 24 by 24 mile hex of land, basically. And as you level up your fortification of some kind, your area of influence grows. So one of the things that rogues, bards, and some other nefarious or like more charismatic characters, I could see Warlock possibly, is the ability to gather information on. Initially, it's just everything in a that is within your domain or domain, whatever, and one hex away from you. And then as you level up your establishment, is what it's called, that area of influence expands. So in order to be useful, that means you need to actually come up with a place. Like, first off, you need to, like, actually have a hex grid and then come up with an area that is, like, okay, this is about how much you would be, like, expected to have a control over. And, like, that whole thing, right? There's a number of, like, mechanics that whenever you stake a claim somewhere, it is expected that you will have some sort of opposition because there are already other powers at play nearby, and building some sort of stronghold is basically laying claim to a land, and people might not like that.
You're oof. Got a bubble or something in my throat there. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
What am I freaking me. You're spiking the world tension. That's it.
Oh, yeah. If we're talking like a paradox game, yeah. On for joy and sorrow walk the land. Beyond Mount Gark lie the hills of amber beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent, but mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below. But, like, everything about them is really cool. Like, the mechanics that they bring and the possible, like, upgrade path and, like, actually being able to do something with your gold and that whole thing is, like, that is what I want to put into a game. I don't know if Fate's Gambit is the game that I want to put it in. I can easily see, like... I can easily see, ways in which it would be beneficial to Fate's Gambit. So, I, like, things for the characters to do. I could easily see Lucas going after this. Like, it would help and narratively make sense, and there would be a bunch of benefits that I could tie into the game easily. It would be a lot of work, though. And that's, like, some of that work I'm not 100% sure I want to commit to that. And that's basically what I'm trying to decide at this point. I think followers I can bring in, though. Like, followers are fairly easy, like, things that I could bring in, and that won't be that big of a deal. And I think it makes sense to bring in that kind of thing. So, at the very least, I can bring in that. Whether I want to go full all-in on strongholds or not, that's going to be a thing that I'm not entirely sure. But, it makes me I opened up the stream before you joined talking about how I have the desire to start yet another D&D campaign. Because
there was a collective groan.
The thing being that I could easily see, like, how I was talking about before with the guild, right? And, like, gold being used to buy levels and equipment and stuff, and possibly upgrading the guild. Like, this was literally like, oh no, wait, this could actually be a thing and I could just use these rules. So, like, I'm already being like, oh, frick, like, high-level Duskers would be cool. Like, if we use these rules and you guys were basically taking back a ruined castle, which is a stronghold that has multiple types. So each stronghold is one of, like, 4 different types. A keep, a wizard's tower, a establishment, or a temple. And most of the classes, like, map to one of those things. There's leeway there where where it talks about, like, where it might make sense to, like, shift it over for that particular character or subclass or whatever. But for the most part, it's fairly self-explanatory.
Hang on. I'm gonna need to drop this for a second. Someone's calling me.
Okay.
BRB.
Yep. But whatever else this road may be, it is mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of the time I spent upon it for granted. Alright, let's see what we got here. Did we... Did we not get something? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, that looks derpy as all heck, though. I hate it. Well, I guess in the tradition, I'm keeping my helmet off, like always. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing. Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folks who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. Oh, so we're going over there. Whee! All right. Let's see if we can talk to people here. You sell? No, you are not merchants, but then, why do I know your face, Oh, I remember. You spent Volbert gold. Such a coin purse cracking. You are already a legend among more traders. You're a traveling merchant, then. Can you tell us anything of this village? Of course! Anything for valued customers. This place is Garrick. Before the flood, it was home to many a miners. After, not so many. Now, none. So Master Gen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabatharang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the mine surrounding Nabatharang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh, no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Mord might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free, even, to friends of our best customer. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Well then, best customer, let's see what information your reputation buys us. You wish to go to Nabatharang? There was a way once, a gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left and no one to use it. But you may search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. Hastily take down a memo regarding the gondola. Oh, that is a surprise. Not many bound for Nabatharang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It is locked behind a gate, however. I assume that they will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. Nothing in here. For Nabatharang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Morians have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. So, though it seems somewhat superfluous to do so, you dutifully make note of Gongon's word. Yashin, I'm afraid I've learned little of use about how to read Nabatharang. The Elmorian presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though, their army is definitely in Amarang, and there have been no sightings of Elmorians at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alizé's plan has borne fruit. Do you have any better luck finding us a route forward? So these are our options. Well, what do you think? Can try the gondola. Might die, but eh. It does seem to be the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zunzun can offer some assistance. Yay, level up! Oh gosh, really? The trolley problem? Oh, valued customers. Were the other more of help? Of a fashion. They told us of a trolley that runs Nabatharang, at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when we first asked? Yes, the gate you see. It is impassable. Before there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Baran Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time if anyone knows what happened to the Talos. It would be them! Thank you. You've been of a great help. Off to Mount Baran, then. Let's hope someone there will be able to answer our questions. Alright. We are on our way now. The scale of the track is impressive, I'll give them that. Now we only need to follow it until we come to the mines. Yes, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zunzun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them has not. We might wait for Zunzun's mysterious miners to appear or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught your ears. Aye, and meet us there if you can find anything. The benches within suggest this must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though it is clearly old, it appears to be well maintained. No. Flecks of rust adorn the rails, but they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. I assume it might be inside. Yes. There we go. This cup is slightly warm and a fair amount of tea steeped over long. If the color is any indication remains within. So someone's been here recently. Mm-hmm. Ah, Yashin, what hast thou discerned? I see. Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussions ere our comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks look like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It's my belief that no person is meant to. This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source. Nor doth it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggest a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. Without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. You might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Yashin, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go, then. Wicked White, where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here, of that I'm sure. What are you? Ugh. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not brigands. We came to take what isn't ours. Three honestly look like we'd need to steal. What? Some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. Likely story. You look, well... You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all this way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of a lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her unto the ends of the world. On their journey they met a sorcerer, as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they turned up here somehow. This dude just wrote a fan fiction on the spot. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that that's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of a sort, but we have a rather larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain to hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Gods give me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Nabatharang. We were hoping the trolley here might offer a solution. I can realize we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again. The trolley? The trolley! You should have led with that! Always keen to discuss the trolley! We're both engineers in training. In fact, Jerk and Thath, at your service. Technically, I'm a miner and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transport these days, but there's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the track once again would make hearts sore. Mark my words. You'll hear no objection from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials, or help put pieces together. It's a bit more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you like, or introduce you. Very well. Our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. Looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. Gosh, I hope this isn't super tacky. It's alright, I guess. Right. If you're ready, we can leave now. Though, you haven't seen another fella around here, have you? I thought he'd come out by now. Yeah, you'd think he'd be alright. That's it. Well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I should have a look just in case. You go on ahead, Daft. Alright. Looks like it'll just be you lot and me then. Try not to take anything let anything take a bite out of you on your way out of the rail yard. Do-do-do. Dang, that's smart. Did he have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be done about it now, though. I pointed your over-eager companions in the right direction and they've gone on ahead, so we just need to get moving. Normally we'd walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, that's more perilous a route than I'm comfortable suggesting. Won't want anyone falling through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. Wait, so does that mean I can walk across the tracks? Looks like I can. Wait. Oh, come on. It's making me get down from here. Wait a moment, I think I hear something. Oh, that's something, all right, run! All right. that's done. Talk to him. Sorry about that, I'll admit. I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly to Twine, though, so we should make it without any further incident. Well, we're there. Gonna attune to this aetheryte before I forget. I think we're going to call it there, actually. So we made it here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tagging along. If you like what we're doing, like what I'm doing, like watching, be sure to hit the follow so you can tune in next time we kick this up again. I typically try to stream pretty regularly every Thursday, or not Thursday, Tuesday, sometimes on the weekend. I think I'll be streaming this Saturday, most likely. So, but I think I'm going to call it here. Although Nick is... Navan Devere is here. But, yeah. So, I'm probably going to jump off for now. So, we will see you next time. Bye. I don't know how to end this. We'll see you next time.